Cinema 5D's NAB show coverage.
Sponsored by B&H, the professional sauce for all your video needs.
Hello, welcome to the GoPro booth. My name's David Newman. I'm the Senior Director of Software Engineering at GoPro. And what I'm here to talk to you about is the new Protune feature coming to your HERO2 very soon as a firmware upgrade, a free firmware upgrade for your camera. And one of the chief things we've done with this firmware upgrade is make sure that the HERO2 intercuts with your professional productions as easy if it was a Canon intercutting with an Alexa. We want to make sure your GoPro footage can be used wherever you need it, and what we've done with Protune is make sure we've added features like 24p. You don't lose any of your other frame rates, but we've added 24p. We've increased the data rate from 15 megabits per second to 35 megabits per second. And this is a long dot format, so it's an incredible high quality image. And because we have so much image quality now on the compression, we can turn off sharpening in camera. We turn down the in-camera denoise to preserve as much information as we can. And finally, to preserve all this to make it compatible into your professional workflow, we've added a log curve. And this log curve is something we co-developed with Technicolor. So the Technicolor cinestyle and the GoPro Protune log curves are both so similar, you can use the same correction LUT. So you can take the cinestyle correction LUT, put that on your GoPro footage, put it on your Canon 5D footage, and get the same color corrected result. So it means that it's going to intercut with your Canon and intercut with your digital cinema log camera solutions seamlessly. So let's have a look at some of that. All right, so here I actually shot in a quick rush towards the show. I attached my GoPro to the front of my 5D Mark III, and because I needed a really wide lens, I put a Technicolor 16mm on there to try and simulate the width that I was going to get with a GoPro shot. But even then, that was not as wide as the GoPro, so I shot my GoPro in the medium field of view mode. So here I have the resulting with a split screen from the cinestyle Canon footage to being developed. And here is the GoPro footage with its log coding developed to Rec 709. So we have a flat log coding, developed the color image to Rec 709, and we can see that when we interchange between them, they're very, very similar. There's a little bit more, just a tad more contrast in the GoPro footage, and I can bring that back. And because I have the log encoding, I've got a full, so it's going to be very easy for you to intercut with your production. So I turn the split point off, got my saturated, fully saturated color. And now while you might not be able to see it there, because the Hero is pretty much taking the sensor data from a full 4K sensor image, it's quite sharp. So we actually have recently, because we turned the sharpening down or actually off in the Hero, within the new studio software, which you can download for free, we've added metadata for sharpening, which is going to come in really handy for your Canon. I know people some say the Canon's a little soft, but now you can choose to sharpen that as metadata within the codec. So on my Canon footage, I might put my sharpness up a little higher. My Hero footage, the sharpness a little down a bit. Now I've got two color corrected, color matched Rec 709 finish looks that are started with a log curve, such as we see here. So I've got these really tight, nice looking images that I can intercut and not worry about where I use my GoPro now. We know we're going to use it in extreme situations and getting angles that we can't fit larger cameras, but now we don't have to worry that the image is going to be too crunchy or too compressed or the wrong frame rate for our productions. And so what we do within the Cineform software that comes for free, download from the GoPro site or from cineform.com, you can go to either place. We take the log codes from the new Protune log encoding from GoPro, and we transcode it directly into Cineform, and using the active metadata engine, we automatically apply the cinestyle correction LUT. We automatically apply a little bit of a sharpening boost to make it look like the original classic HERO2 look. For those who are in the broadcast space, who just want to use the content, get ready to go, or are actually consumers of the Hero cameras who just want to celebrate what they did on the weekend, it's ready to go. They can go straight out from there to wherever they want, into iMovie, straight to YouTube, and so on. But for those in the professional space, they can simply turn off that display LUT, they can apply a different look, they can be playing with all the sharpening controls and the contrast levels and actually setting the look that they want to match whatever camera source that they're working with. We know that GoPro is the camera that accompanies other cameras in your workflow. It's just one tool, and it's a very popular tool, we understand now, used in a lot of productions. So that's sort of a sums up what Protune's going to do, what Cineform's doing to make Protune work seamlessly in your workflow. And if you're still using using Avid DNX or ProRes, this content will look beautiful on that as well, and you can use the Technicolor display LUT to give you that Rec 709 look. So I'm David Newman from GoPro. I think that sums up what we're doing here. Thanks.